Burnout is something that we will experience inevitably. In fact, many of us, including me, have already gone through it. Honestly, such a predicament is extremely annoying and demotivating. It feels that nothing is going right. Even a little work feels exhausting. You are not inspired to do anything. Furthermore, you feel extreme agitation, even by just small nuisances. Burnout is not just a myth, it is a psychological condition. According to the American Psychological Association, burnout is an extended period of time where someone experiences exhaustion and a lack of interest in things, resulting in a decline in their job performance. Hence, most of the people affected by it are workers and people who are doing multiple gigs. But I am pretty sure that students also experience burnout by studying excessively or juggling different requirements. So, what are the signs that you are burning out? What are the symptoms that you are going to experience anytime soon? This is Karen from Mindstream, and I am going to list down all the 6 symptoms that you are emotionally burned out. Number 1. You feel exhaustion. One of the immediate signs of burnout is exhaustion. And exhaustion is pretty different from simply being tired. When you are exhausted, you are tired, but it feels eternal or forever. Moreover, it is not your body that feels it. Emotionally and physically, you are feeling weariness and weakness. You don't feel that you have the energy to do anything. And even if you have the energy, you don't feel doing your work or errands. Number 2. Motivation is away from you. Some people are at their best when they are motivated. Of course, that's pretty given. People can give their all in the things they do if they are driven by something. Some people are naturally enthusiastic about everything they do. But this doesn't mean that such a trait stays the same all the time. In fact, they are very susceptible to losing their motivation, especially if they are doing a lot of things. You can know this by simply assessing the quality of your work. Deep down, you know that you haven't done your best, not because you don't like to, but because your motivation has been drained already. One simple example of a lack of motivation is the inability to wake up early in the morning. The very first thing that comes into your mind is that you don't want to go to work or school. Number 3. Frustration and feelings of negativity. Burnout is also expressed in the way people see or perceive things. Cynicism could be a sign that you are already at your breaking point. You think that the things you do are not important anymore. You also don't feel hope. You are trapped in the cycle in the thought that your future is bleak. But keep in mind that some people are just cynics since they were born. But if you are naturally positive, then you need to be worried about a pessimistic mindset. It might be that you have lost your energy and you are about to experience burnout. Number 4. Cognitive issues. Things like chronic stress and burnout are not healthy for your cognitive functions. They can damage your ability to concentrate and pay attention. Alarmingly, burnout also redistributes our attention to negative things instead of useful ones. We tend to focus on threats and disadvantages rather than opportunities. In fact, stress can also push us to worry over empty threats. This process is quite vicious because it strips our ability to think properly. It is one of the reasons why those who are mentally disturbed are the ones who have experienced excessive levels of stress all the time. You have to address issues like burnout to ensure that you have a sound and performing mind. Number 5. Decreasing job performance. If you want to determine if you are burning out or not, just look at your current performance to the previous ones. you have improved, then good job. You are doing pretty well, and it is a sign that your focus and motivation are in place. But if your performance deteriorated significantly, then you should do some self-assessments already. Review all the possible factors that may have contributed to the actual slipping of your performance. Try to determine if you have been feeling sensations of extreme weariness, lack of motivation, or focus in the recent months. If yes, then that's a sign that you are suffering from burnout and you are just ignoring it. Number 6, you are easily irritated. Burnout doesn't just burn your energy and focus. It also raises your patience and ability to control your anger. You may notice that some people in your office or school are just obnoxious. They are usually short-tempered and hot-blooded. Even minor inconveniences can send them sudden bursts of anger and frustration. Of course, some of these individuals do not really intend to be mean and distasteful. However, they don't have the ability to control themselves because of the stress and pressure they feel. There are external factors that are cutting their fuse short. In short, they are experiencing recurring episodes of burnouts, and they are venting them out by expressing anger or unpleasant behavior. If you notice that you are doing the same already, you have to assess yourself. It would really be great if you can take a break and find a breathing room so that you can reorient your mind and focus. You don't want to stay angry all the time. Otherwise, you will encounter conflicts with your coworkers. It is also possible to carry such rudeness back to your home, and it will affect your relationship with your family. If you are experiencing any of these signs and symptoms, better step back first. Burnout is not a good thing, especially if you let it run your life in a spree. It doesn't only ruin you internally, but externally as well. Rest if necessary. Avoid all the sources of your worries and stress. These things can help you treat this problem. Again, this is Karen from Mindstream. Hit the subscribe and notification bell so that you can get more useful contents like this.